Hey guys, welcome back to CC Home and Garden. So in today's video, we're actually going to be planting up a couple of our planters in the front with some annuals. I typically like to wait till the season progresses. Probably towards May is when I really like to go all out with all of our planters around our property. But I was really wanting some color, and I saw these beautiful pansies and ranunculus at our nursery. So I just thought, okay, I have to do something with these. So I'm gonna set our camera down. I'm gonna show you what we bought today, and then we'll do a time lapse of our project in the front today. So here we go. Alright guys, so this is what we're doing today. So I have these arborvitaes here. We're actually going to be changing out these pots later this season. In fact, this whole area is going to be redone. We're just starting construction in the middle of our yard, renovation. So a lot going on. So you'll see this area change drastically. But for today, we're going to be planting these, I got these euphorbias here, and I kind of want to plant those in just single planters and have them just do their thing, just to add color. I don't want to make like a big arrangement in a pot. I just want to kind of plant these things individually. I'll probably bring up some heucheras as well. And then we have this eurythum right over here. I have these pansies. This is probably my favorite color wave of them. This is so my tone here, which is just like purples, these peachy colors. And then I got these bright ranunculuses. I absolutely love ranunculus. I love their texture, and those I'm gonna just be planting with these arborvitaes. And we just had pine cones here for Christmas time, so we just keep this very simple. So I'll be planting those up, and then we have these white ranunculus that we'll be planting with the pansies, with the arborvitaes and the bigger planters. So I'm going to put my camera down and I'll show you guys what we're going to be doing. All right, well, here they are. So again, with the big planter here with the arborvitae in the center, we went ahead with 4 pansies and 4 of these beautiful white ranunculus. Look at how just delicate they are. I absolutely love that. So these annuals will last for several months as long as you continuously feed them with like a water soluble fertilizer. I'll put a link down below for one that I really love from Proven Winners. Most likely I will change these planters out later in the season. And I'll probably, if they're still blooming, then I'll plant these into the landscape. So that's for this planter. And then I went ahead and just left a couple of these things on their own. Like I said, I kind of like that look when, you know, things are able to shine on their own. So this right here is a Bowles Mauve Arisum, and it gets about 3 feet tall, and it does continuously bloom throughout the summer and into fall. It is a perennial, so if you live in an area where you have mild temperatures, then most likely the foliage will stay evergreen. But if you live in a harsher area, then these might die back, and you'll just treat them like as a perennial. You'll cut them back and they'll come back year after year. And to encourage them to continue blooming, you just want to cut down spent blooms. And again, I just ordered some slow release fertilizer, so I'll be putting that in here as well to keep it blooming throughout the whole season. And then I have this Ruby Glow Euphorbia. It's so pretty, isn't it? It's so delicate. I love these little blooms. So these are also a perennial, and they only get about 10 to 12 inches tall, so they stay pretty small, and they're hardy to -10. So this is a really great perennial to have. And again, I'm probably going to only leave these here for maybe a month or two. No, probably a couple of months, and then I'll move these into the landscape and put some other things up here. And this is one of my favorite heucheras of all time. I absolutely love a heuchera. I think this is a staple of mine. I think it should be a staple in everybody's garden, and they come in so many varieties. I know Proven Winners, they have such beautiful ones. This one I picked up last year, and I just kind of had it in our deck and decided to bring it up front. So this is a marmalade heuchera, and the great thing about this heuchera is that it can tolerate a a lot of sun. A lot of them don't like a lot of sun, but this one will tolerate it. And so this area is going to get a lot of afternoon sun, like really hard afternoon sun, but I think it'll survive just fine. The great thing about these, as the foliages get mature, they get this like pinkish purple undertone. It's just so pretty. And throughout the whole season, it just changes this beautiful color. I absolutely love it. It has interest for all 4 seasons. I highly recommend you pick up this variety. So I also brought up this Fatsia japonica that we had on our deck. These are really cool. They're evergreen. They get about 5 to 8 feet tall. They're super hardy. I think they're very underrated, but I think it's definitely something fun to add to your garden, especially if you want to create something that has this type of like palm leaf texture. They do bloom. There are no blooms right now, but they do have this just very white, this delicate white flower as the season progresses. But this is really fun. They're pretty forgiving. At least they are with me. I hope to add a few more of these into our landscape. But for now, I'm just going to keep this little guy in a planter. And they do grow so fast. I don't know if it's just the ones that I purchased, but this little guy was in a 1-gallon pot, and it's just, in 1 year, it just grew drastically. Another marmalade heuchera right up here. All right, and finally, our last planters, we have one on each side of the garage. I absolutely am obsessed with this color of this ranunculus. It's just a bright pink. Again, it is an annual. I do believe some of them, if you live in a warmer climate, they will kind of winter over, but I haven't had that happen for me. So I do treat these as annuals. And you guys did see that I put some starter fertilizer in all of our planters today. And again, even though they're an annual, I just want to give it a kickstart. And I'll continuously feed it throughout the season, that water soluble fertilizer I told you guys about. So we'll just keep you guys updated on our Facebook and our Instagram page as they continue to bloom and grow. So yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today's project. Thank you guys so much for following along. I hope this inspired you guys to get outside and start planting. Now is the time. You know, if you're in an area, or if your house doesn't have a big garden, or you don't have a lot of space to plant, planters is always a fun way to go, in my opinion. I think it really brightens up the area, especially in the front. It's really inviting to your friends and family, and it's just something pretty to look at when you come home. I know a lot of planters right now, or a lot of nurseries have planters that you can plant vertically. So if you're running into a space issue or you don't have a lot of room, that's always an option for you guys. So just keep that in mind next time you're at your local nursery. But yeah, that's it for today's video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.